1. Well done.
What's going on YouTube? Today I'm bringing y'all a test subject build video. The reason I'm bringing y'all a test subject build today is because, of course, a lot of people aren't really talking about the test subject gun. It's season 7, so of course I want to see what this gun is about. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the community right now as far as the previous patch, so hope all that issue gets fixed out. Hope everybody gets their accounts back or characters. Yeah, just hope everything, gets back to normal. But before I get into this build, for all the people that's new, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell me y'all thoughts about this build after I finish showing it. And for all the people that's been subscribed, welcome back. Make sure to like, comment as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the specialization. So as far as specialization, I'm using Gunner. The reason I'm using Gunner is because hardened armor kits. What it does is, armor kits repair 1% armor and grants 30% bonus armor for 10 seconds. Another reason why I'm using Gunner is because Coupler, which is every third reload, is 50% faster. You get armor on kill, which is the incessant talent, if I'm saying that correctly. And of course, got plenty of support talents like supply line. What that does is it generates 10% of total ammo capacity every 60 seconds. Party members recover 5%. Another talent is Barrage. Rate of fire increased by 5% on kill for 5 seconds. So you're getting, rate of fire and you're getting armor on kill with this build. Of course, you can add emplacement into the mix. What emplacement does is it gives you 10% weapon handling while not moving, but you need to be motionless for 1 second. This is all about the good old test subject. Like I said, a lot of people aren't really talking about this gun since season 7 been out. What this gun comes with as far as core attributes, assault rifle damage and health damage. I roll damage to targets out of cover just to get that extra damage. And of course, the talent, which is perfectly in sync. This is a better version of in sync compared to the regular one. But to be specific, what this does is hitting an enemy grants 20% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with the skill grants 20% weapon damage for 5 seconds. And also, damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. So pretty much the reason I'm using NSYNC is to get that 40% weapon damage. Another thing about this gun that I really do like is very accurate. Now, of course, as you see in my mod slot, as far as the optic rail, I have the mini reflex sight, which gives me 5% critical hit chance. Large suppressor 556 for the muzzle slot to get that 10% accuracy, just to make my gun a little bit more accurate. This is very optional if you want to make this build, but for me, I just wanted a gun that was just really accurate. And of course, as you see with the weapon handling stats, it's very high. And of course, we can't leave out the extended 556 clip, which gives me 20 rounds, but I'm losing 10% reload speed, which is fine as well. One thing I learned about this gun is very good close quarter. I know a lot of people may have different opinions, but as far as me, when I use this gun, it's very nice close up. As far as secondary, I chose to use the Eagle Barrel. The reason I chose to use the Eagle Barrel is because the talent, which is Eagle Strike. But of course, the core attributes, it comes with assault rifle damage, health damage, and headshot damage, all rolled onto this gun. But as far as the talent, I'm using it because Eagle Strike accuracy increases as you continuously fire. The accuracy goes up to 30%. And of course, headshot kills grant tenacity buff for 15 seconds, which is another good factor to this gun. The strength of tenacity is increased by 1% for body shots, 5% for headshots. Now leading on to tenacity, 40 to 80% of damage taken is delayed until the buff expires. All of the total delayed damage is reduced for each enemy killed while the buff is active. Tenacity buff can go up to 100% with 3 kills. Now, as far as the build, first off, covering the talent slots, I'm using Fenris. The reason I'm using Fenris is to get that 10% assault rifle damage. The core attribute I have on here is weapon damage. With the attribute, I rolled critical hit chance maxed out. It comes with critical hit damage, and I put critical hit chance in the mod slot. As far as the talent, I'm using Intimidate. While you have bonus armor, amplifies total weapon damage by 35% to enemies within 10 meters of you. And I'm using that because I'm using Adrenaline Rush on the Seska backpack, which gives me 10% critical hit chance, and the core attribute has weapon damage as well on it. The attributes on this is critical hit chance, I rolled critical hit damage, and I put a maxed out critical hit chance mod on this backpack. So I'm using Adrenaline Rush, like I said, because whenever you're within 10 meters of an enemy, you gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds, stacks up to 3 times, and the cooldown is 5 seconds. So the whole point of these two talents right here, it's mainly for test subject. Like I said, I feel like the test subject was really good close up. As far as the damage pieces, or shall I say the extra bonus damage pieces, I have the Contractor's Gloves. The reason I'm using Contractor's Gloves is because of damage to armor, of course. Core attribute, I rolled max armor on it. Critical hit damage is already rolled into this piece. As far as the knee pads, I have Fox Prayers. Core attribute is maxed out as far as armor, and I'm using it for that 8% damage to targets out of cover, which is optional, but that's why I'm using it. I rolled maxed out, or I just maxed out critical hit damage. So the reason I'm using these two as well, just because I want both of my guns to hit a little bit more harder. I normally don't use Contractor Gloves or Fox Prayers. I'm not a guy that's really against these two items, but you know, I felt like it was kind of like a little bit necessary to use them, and that's why I chose the Contractors and Fox Prayers. As far as the mask, I'm using the Grupo. The Grupo gives me 15% critical hit damage, core attribute, maxed out armor, and on top of this, with the attributes, it has critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and I put critical hit damage into the gear slot. I went with Gila, 4 to 5% total armor, just because I wanted to have a little bit of a more of a tanky feel to it. Even though I'm already at 1.5 with 4 blues, I just wanted, you know, get Gila onto this. But as far as Gila, it has maxed out armor as the core attribute. The attribute, I rolled critical hit damage, and it already has critical hit chance on this piece. Skills, I'm using a decoy. One thing I like about the decoy is when you throw it down, it makes people focus the decoy, and you can just put damage into them. And also I use it for flank reasons and in a conflict, just to, you know, get around players that are either camping a spawn and things like that. I'm using Crusader is because, once again, I want that 40%. It works as well with decoys, but like I say, most people using the shield, so of course I'm going to use it as well, especially if I'm using Instinct with it. As far as the stats, weapon damage on my test subject is 36,410. It goes up even more once Instinct is proc. But as far as critical hit chance, 58.7%. Critical hit damage, 140.3%. As far as my Eagle Bearer, 36,224 PvP weapon damage. My critical hit chance is maxed out, which is 60%. Critical hit damage is 155.3%. As far as everything else, I didn't really focus too much on armor regen because I felt like, if anything, this gun was very nice around damage, which is why I went the whole 1.5 route and just added extra damage to this build. And yeah, that's mainly the entire build for the test subject. Hope y'all enjoyed this build video. Tell me what y'all think about this build. Tell me what y'all use to make this build better. If you use the test subject, you know, I'm all ears. But like I said, for now, this is how I have the test subject build, and I've been enjoying it ever since. Also, once again, before I end this video, hope everybody gets their accounts back after what happened today or a few days ago with this patch that's going on. Hope the developers can do what they can to fix everything. And yeah, just gonna end this video off on a positive note. Hope everybody have a good day. Give this build a try if you want to. And yeah, I'm out.